Hello, happy Monday. Hello, hello. How's it going, Hollow? Welcome in, welcome in. Hey, let me know about the volume. I did something new again with it. I just can't help myself but play around with it. I think it should be good. I made the music a little louder, but I don't think it should override my mic. So I think we should be good. I hope everybody had a good weekend. I know I did. I think it sounds all right. Okay, perfect. I figure the menu music is like as loud as it goes, so we should be good if we're good on the menu. I hope everybody had a good weekend. I had a, I don't want to say surprisingly good weekend, but just like a very nice weekend. I've started, I think I mentioned this already, but I'm starting to train for another marathon. And I was kind of mad yesterday because I use Strava to track my distances. And I made it like 12 and a half miles, and then my Strava just stopped working. And so like I don't even know how far I ran. I think because like I check it periodically to see where I'm at, and then I checked it and I saw that it had just closed my run, and I said, oh, okay, guess I'm done for the day. Like I don't know how far I ran. I gotta assume it was somewhere around 13 miles, but I was a little annoyed. Well, that's okay. That's okay. My body is not in marathon shape, though. Dude, I'm sore today. I'm hella sore. I went shopping. Very nice weekend. Did you buy anything cool? Was this like clothes shopping or just odds and ends shopping? I could go for a shopping spree. I haven't gone on like an actual shopping spree in a while. I'm saving up a lot of my money, honestly. Except food. I've been eating out so much. I've been eating out so much because right by my gym, there's a BB Bop. And so after a really good workout, you love BB Bop. And then Chipotle is usually like my post-long run meal. So I'll go for my run in the morning, and then I'll get a Chipotle bowl for lunch. I've been eating out a lot, but besides that, I like to think I've been doing pretty good about saving up my money because I gotta invest some parts into my PC to eventually move this old rusty looking model over to Live 2D. That's what I really want to do. I like thrift and antique shopping. I got a lot of stuff for sewing. Oh, heck yeah. Eating out is the quickest way to lose money. La 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 la. I can't hear you. I can't hear you. I don't know what you're talking about. What do you mean? This is a long-term investment. It's a long-term investment in my health. I get broccoli in my BB Bop, all right? It's healthy. Oh, no, I keep telling myself it's going to be nice because I'm going to be at my parents' place to dog sit, and they always have very good food there to cook. And so I will be eating good for the next week. We did get some scoops of ice cream, chocolate fudge. Okay, are you a hard serve or a soft serve ice cream person? Or does it not matter? I like them both. I tend to prefer soft serve. But I think I prefer soft serve mostly because it's harder to get because you can get, you know, the hard serve at the grocery store, even though it's not the same. I honestly like milkshakes. When I go out for ice cream with my friends, I get milkshakes a lot of the time. Just like a nice chocolate milkshake. It's so good. When I worked in a kitchen, we would have leftover ice cream, and I would sit and I would let the ice cream melt, and then I would drink it like a milkshake. And that might seem gross, but I promise if you do it, it's like not that bad. It's kind of good. It's kind of good. Okay, enough yapping. We got a lot to get through today. We got a lot to get through. Soft serve with a dipped cone. Oh, you know ball. You know ball. But if it's not dipped, then scoops tend to have a better deal. That's fair. More topping potential, also fair. I also feel like when you get the hard serve, depending on where you go, when you get the hard serve and you ask for like one scoop, no one's ever actually giving you one scoop. You're getting like 3 scoops. And that's a great deal unless you're my mom. Because my mom is the person who's like, they gave me all this ice cream. I can't eat all of this. And I'm like, it's going to be okay. Okay. Well, where did we leave off? We left off at a break in the trial. And I did click in, so I know that we've got our client here on February 16th at 1:14 p.m. in District Court, Defendant Lobby number 4. And, he's a little hungry. He's chewing on the old ball and chain again. I want to say thanks. You're real good. You really hooked me up. Thanks. We're almost there once I prove that she committed the crime. So, as a reminder, this is our client, Mr. Falls, who is accused of killing Valerie Hawthorne, who is the reason that he was put behind bars for his original crime. Then we have this suspicious Melissa Foster. If that's really your real name, it's not. We're going up against Baby Edgeworth. And then this is odd, but we have Diego Armando here. Is our partner in defense. And I think it's pretty clear that he's Godot, except Godot has white hair, so something must have stressed this guy out to make him not only lose his hair color, but also go to the prosecution side and wear a mask. I don't know. There's a lot. I hope we get answers. I assume we won't get them right away, but I hope we get answers. Hello, random. Hello. Welcome in. How was your weekend? Once I prove that she committed the crime. Yeah, but there's one more big obstacle we've got to get past. Obstacle? Yeah. Motive. Why would Melissa Foster kill that policewoman anyway? Motive, huh? Anyway, we're still badly in need of information. Information. Right. What we need the most is info about this Melissa Foster herself. Well, if only you could see into the future, buddy. All we know is that she's a student studying literature. And one more thing. What is it? Well, the incident that happened 5 years ago, of course. We're already in a flashback. What do you mean, incident that happened 5 years ago? I can't keep it all straight. If you take all the letters in both of his names and remove around 80% of the letters and add a T. I can't stay for too long. I only came to say hello. No worries. No worries. Stay as long as you're able. And then when you gotta go to bed or do whatever you gotta do, thanks for stopping by. The kidnapping murder case that Zebra Boy is on death row for. That's right. I didn't do nothing. I didn't kill nobody. I never lie. That's a lie. Mr. Falls, in that case, tell us more about it. About what happened 5 years ago. Okay, I trust you. That day, 5 years ago, I dream of it every day. Oh? This picture. It reminds me of everything. Bridge looks the same, just like then. 5 years ago. Like it could fall apart. Fall apart at any minute. Huh? So it's been broken like that for at least 5 years. Ha! Sorry, buddy, but you sound like the one that could fall apart at any minute. It's true. I did kidnap her 5 years ago. I kidnapped my girlfriend. Dahlia Hawthorne? What? Wait. Alright, for those not initiated, Dahlia Hawthorne is the actual name. We know this because this is a flashback of Melissa Foster. I do have some questions. 5 years ago, if this is Dahlia Hawthorne, my guy, what are we doing? Not my guy, actually. Weirdo. Hang on now. We'll let it play out. Maybe there's an explanation. Maybe it's not. Maybe there's another Dahlia Hawthorne. I'm gonna let it breathe for a second. Your girlfriend? Huh? He is a creep, unfortunately. Oh, so there's no letting it breathe. That's unfortunate indeed. That is unfortunate. Well, you know, if he gets locked up in the slammer again, we did all we could, right? Ah, darn, rats. Hold on there. Did you say Hawthorne? The victim's last name. Dahlia Hawthorne, Valerie's little sister. What? Wait, but why would Dahlia kill her sister? The girl. Let her go. Oh. Come closer and I kill her. Sorry, but you're not going to get the chance. The detective back then was Valerie Hawthorne. Oh, this guy sucks. At first, I thought shooting someone for a kidnapping was crossing the line, but if it was to protect her little sister, I can understand why she did it. Wrong. No protect sister. Valerie betray me. Betray us. What do you mean she betrayed you? Everything. All lies. All make-believe. Kidnapping, too. A make-believe kidnapping? Dahlia, my girlfriend, my love, What are we doing here, dude? Ugh, did he actually say that? He's seen one too many soap operas. I do anything she says. Anything Dahlia says. Anything she says. Hold on a minute. What you're saying is that kidnapping 5 years ago was planned by, yeah, me and Dahlia, and Valerie too? What is going on? Valerie was in on it? Do all of these people suck? Dahlia's family, rich, jewelry business. We get one jewel, that's what we thought. Me and Dahlia wrote kidnap note. We send to her dad. Asked for $2 million diamond, tell him make exchange on Dusky Bridge. We tell him Valerie make transfer cause she knew detective. Having a police detective in your pocket is a useful thing, alright. In the end, you were planning on splitting the $2 million 3 ways, huh? What's going on, Trollface? Hope you had a good weekend. Yeah, but that woman. That woman? Valerie, she'd do it for real. She shoot at me for real. Me and Dahlia. Has he always talked like this? Did I miss this the first time? I swear he was better with his grammar in the earlier half. Oh my gosh, I'm not crazy. I swear he didn't always talk like this. What's going on, Citrus? Welcome in, welcome in. I was shot in arm. Dahlia, she'd jump in river. He did not talk like this. Jump? You don't mean she jumped on purpose, do you? I couldn't do it. I could never push her. Anyway, I blacked out. Wake up with police all over. And that's when they decided to give you the death sentence. I couldn't believe it. That woman, she betrayed me. Interesting. That man, Terry Falls. He killed her. He threw her off the bridge. I wonder if she was like, oh, this man is an absolute weirdo for dating my sister. I'm going to draw something up and then I'm going to get him arrested. He threw my beloved sister into the roaring river 40 feet below. I wonder if that's what happened. These 5 years, all I wonder is why. Why? I could probably think of a couple reasons here, Terry. Why did she lie? That's all I want to know. So that's why you called her. You wanted to hear the truth from Valerie herself. But why would Dahlia then kill Valerie? Yes, but I forget what she looked like, so I tell her to wear a scarf. I don't want to hurt her. Just ask why. Why did you lie? Why did you betray me? I just want to hear answer come from her mouth, that's all. Part of me feels like Valerie either wasn't involved in this plan or if maybe Dahlia double-crossed them. It's very strange. Ooh, I could see Dahlia double-crossing too. She seems like the type. Although that means she would have to be this crazy person at what, like age 14? I don't know. So that's why you made a crazy escape like that. Just one thing, zebra boy, you're a weirdo. My senses are tingling all over. Tell me, Mr. Falls, where is it? I feel bad for Dahlia, though. This guy sucks. I don't want to defend him anymore. I feel like that's part of the case and why Mia was like so like, you know, she hated it. Like everything from this point on, apparently for this case goes like shit hits the fan. I'm interested to see where this goes. Tell me, Mr. Falls, where is it? Huh? Where's what? Come on now, kitten. Ransom. The $2 million diamond. Remember that now? Did you give it back to Pops? Did the police take it? I don't know. Oh, did she kill her for the diamond? You don't know. No, really. I don't know. It's gone. With Dahlia. With Dahlia. That day, on the bridge, Dahlia put it in backpack and jumped, now gone, with Dahlia forever, into Eagle River. It disappeared with Dahlia, huh? Wait a minute. You can come back in now. We're about ready to go. I have so many questions. Mr. Falls, just one more. All of these people look very interesting. It's a very wide array of characters, this case, that's for sure. Did she really fake her death? I don't think she faked her death, right? Because what? Oh, shoot, I can't remember. Was Dahlia pronounced dead? Or was it just a kidnapping case and they found her? I don't remember off the top of my head. I can't remember. I'm gonna guess you might be right, Hollow, because he got the death sentence for it. Oh, I can't remember. Do you mean the diamond is still missing, along with the body of Dahlia Hawthorne? Oh, there we go. People do think she's dead. But she's not. Never found her, my sweet Dahlia. They never found her. Wait. She's going by Melissa Foster now. You're right. And then Dahlia is Dahlia in the Feeney case. After it comes to light, here, she goes back to being Dahlia. This is crazy. They never found her. But you got to think, if it comes to light here. Oh, wait. This is so interesting. This is so interesting. They never found her. Swallowed by river. Gone. How old was she anyway? Yeah, weirdo. Yeah, it's hard for me to have much sympathy for you. I guess you were robbing cradles before diamonds. I guess he's behind bars for good reason. She plans a fake kidnapping and disappears into the river with a rock worth $2 million. Man, oh man. Angels these days. Started watching while you were going through Justice for All. Hope you play the other games as well. Oh, I plan to. I don't know the order I'll go in yet, but I do plan to play them all. Falls takes the fall and gets a one-way ticket to death row. Is Dahlia Hawthorne an angel, or is she really? It's time, kitten. Looks like we have a few more aces up our sleeve now. Diamond added to the court record. A $2 million gem used as ransom for Dahlia lost to Eagle River 5 years ago. Training wheels come off now, Mia. You gotta strike while the iron's hot. That's one of my rules. Remember it. Interesting. You have Dahlia's profile as a separate person too? I do? Boom. Now then, let's continue with the trial of Mr. Terry Falls. Witness, are you feeling better? Yes, Your Honor. I'll try my best. You're a brave young lady. Not this again. I can understand a defense lawyer wanting to get her client off the hook. However, to try to pin the crime on an innocent student is... What are you talking about? My witness is not the person on trial here. She's an innocent bystander who witnessed a violent crime, that's all. What possible reason could a girl like this have for murdering a policewoman? I'm trying to think of what it could... Why would she need to murder Valerie, even if it was to get away with the diamond? What purpose would she have to kill her sister? Especially if she's been off the grid. Holy shit, it's a new judge. Oh, were you not here in the last stream? Yes, we have a different judge and we have baby Edgeworth. He's only 20 here. It's certainly hard to imagine this woman as a murderer. Her motive, huh? I figured that's what I had to establish next. Well, Miss Faye, do you have any evidence of a motive? Yes, of course. I think. Ha! You're still acting as tame as a kitten. Mr. Armando, listen, a lawyer is someone who smiles no matter how bad it gets. Smiling on the outside while your guts are twisted in knots is the mark of a pro. Maybe so, but I wish you would quit grinning at me like that. Excuse me. May I speak, Mr. Judge? Of course. Mr. Judge is ready anytime you like. I'd like to say something. Some people here are suspicious of me, right? No! No! Of course not, but Dolly, I mean Melissa. I at least wanted you, Mr. Judge, to know that it's not true. I see. You're such an honest and upstanding young lady. It looks like this witness is a real professional. Yes, this case took place before the trial with Phoenix that we opened this game with. What do you mean? Look at that 100-watt smile. Just when things are darkest for her, click, she lights right up. What is her game? Very well then, let's hear what the witness has to say. Melissa Foster's history. I was out of the country until the year before last. Until I entered college, I had never been to Eagle Mountain before. And I certainly don't have any reason for wanting to hurt a police officer. Holding a grudge and killing the officer who testified against you 5 years ago. Or kidnapping a poor girl. I just think the defendant is a terrible, horrible monster. Well, that part, Melissa, we can agree on. I can see eye to eye with you there. Out of the country, eh? Precisely. Furthermore, she has no possible motive for committing murder. Indeed. You're up to bat, kitten. Sharpen those claws and put on your best smile. You bet. I'll go get 'em. Somehow I have to tie her to this case. Here we go. I'm feeling good today. I'm feeling alert. It only gave me 2 health bars. It didn't give me a health refresh. That's criminal. All right, then we're save scumming from the get-go. That's brutal. I thought it would at least give me a health recharge. Why does he keep calling us kitten? You know, I don't know, but I realized that he also calls Phoenix that, I believe, when he's the prosecutor. They do say good lies come with some truth. I could only imagine her resentment. True. I was out of the country until the year before last. So what country were you living in then? We were all living abroad, but after my parents were killed, it was a brutal civil war. She had to try to make her way back home alone. I lost everything. I didn't even have any personal identification. How convenient. What kind of sob story is this? Should I press her for details? Yes. I feel like it might get us in bad standing with the court. They might get mad at us, but we need the info. Witness, answer my question. I'll even repeat it for you. What country were you in? Excuse me? Your Honor, this line of questioning is childish. What country she was in and how many languages she may speak are irrelevant here. What we're here to evaluate is whether this witness has any connection to the case. I've lived abroad ever since I was a little girl. That's why I could never have known Mr. Falls or Detective Hawthorne. Yes, I think we've established that point. Yes, indeed. Well then, shall we add what you just stated to the official testimony? Yes, please, Mr. Judge. Naturally, I didn't know either the victim or the defendant. You didn't know either person, Are you certain of that? Yes. I'm afraid I'm rather shy around people. Oh well, that can't be helped. Why is he disagreeing with everything that comes out of her mouth? Why is he saying anything at all? His input was not needed there. The first time you saw either of them was when they were on the bridge, correct? Yes, it really was a coincidence. Until I entered college, I had never even been to Eagle Mountain before. Hold it! So what made you decide to go to Eagle Mountain anyway? I just love being outdoors. Picnics, hiking, you know, that sort of thing. You don't look like much of a hiker to me, but you do look like a digger of sorts. But Eagle Mountain is a 2-hour drive from here, and no trains run through there. There are plenty of mountains that are closer and easier to get to. Well, I went there once with the college hiking club. I fell in love with its stark, desolate beauty and its cold yet romantic gloominess. Didn't know you were such a goth. By the way, what's the name of your college? What? I feel like that's relevant. The prosecution objects to any questions that involve the witness's private life. All that matters is that she's a material witness to a crime. The witness doesn't need to respond to questions that are clearly malicious in intent. Thank you. She's really gone too far. Oh, come on! Miss Faye, you're treading on thin ice here. Sorry. I hardly even said anything. Talk about sensitive. She's amazing at ducking questions, I know. It helps when she's got Edgeworth on her side, too. Bratworth. Oh, dude, I keep forgetting, too. This is like pre-character development Miles Edgeworth. This is fresh off working with Von Karma Edgeworth. And I certainly don't have any reason for wanting to hurt a police officer. Perhaps, but your behavior that day was really suspicious. Not only have you contradicted yourself here in court, but you know things you really shouldn't. For example, the scratches on the trunk of the car. Well, that's... Objection! I hate that stupid look. Unfortunately, Miss Faye, your last statement proves nothing. Oh, really? And why is that? The witness came to the police station once to identify the suspect. It's entirely possible that at that time an officer showed her this photo. This guy says a lot, doesn't he? That seems like a rather serious mistake. That's the oldest trick in the prosecutor's book. That's not fair. That wicked inmate. I'll never be able to forget that horrible day. Holding a grudge and killing the officer who testified against you 5 years ago. A grudge? Well, the policewoman's testimony was crucial, wasn't it? Crucial in getting the defendant sentenced to death. Yes, and that's precisely why he harbored such deep anger against her. So much anger that he forgot his own guilt. My client has always maintained that he's innocent of those charges. He seems rather forgetful. Your client, I mean. Not only did he forget about what he did, but he forgot the poor policewoman as well. What do you mean by that? She's talking an awful lot up there for a witness. I don't know if a witness should be able to talk this much if I'm not asking them a question. Don't talk. She sure got a lot to say for someone who's shy and introverted. Your client. He forgot what the detective looked like, right? It feels like I'm going up against two Edgeworths. It's too bad for her that he didn't forget about her testimony as well. Well, she's right about that. Mr. Falls is kind of forgetful. She's saying important stuff, though. True that, true that. You said he forgot what the detective looked like. What did you mean by that? Well, he couldn't tell who she was without some kind of identification, right? Quite right. That's why the victim was wearing a scarf as identification. She would make a great prosecutor. That's what she should do with her career path. She should drop out of literature school and she should study to be a prosecutor. She would be great at it. Why, if I had been wearing a white scarf that day, then he probably would have tried to kill me. That's true. A clearly bitter man. This is bad. Mr. Falls' reputation just keeps getting worse and worse. Well, sometimes it's best not to poke too deep. What should I do with that last statement? You know what? Why not? Why not? Add it to the testimony. Your Honor, what the witness said just now was tremendously important. I'd like it added to the official testimony. The prosecution has no objections. After all, the defendant is a killer, and a mentally unbalanced one at that. That testimony only helps to further prove that point. No, that's not why I... Enough! Witness, if you would. My pleasure, Mr. Judge. I guess I'm lucky I wasn't wearing a white scarf. What do you mean by lucky? Well, it's February now. Everyone's wearing scarves. If I had accidentally worn a white scarf like you said, then you yourself might have been killed. That would have been a terrible loss for this... Oh, brother. Ha! It looks like you pressed too hard this time, kitten. Mr. Armando, keep looking around you and you're gonna lose sight of the finish line. Justice is blind, but she's not deaf. Sometimes you have to know when not to talk. Sorry, at least I didn't get a penalty for it. Probably be as insufferable as Von Karma Sr. True, but right now we've got Edgeworth filling that seat quite well for us. I have questions about things Melissa knows. I have a lot of questions about Melissa. I have my doubts that that's what she decided to do with her career. Maybe. There's only, well, guess we'll have to wait and see. Kidnapping a poor girl. I just think the defendant is a horrible monster. You knew about that incident, but weren't you out of the country until the year before last? Well, I saw a report about the escaped convict on the news. They had an in-depth report about his whole history. So you were still living abroad 5 years ago, is that right? Yes. I can't let her get away with these lies. Listen to me. She's neck deep in this whole thing. Somehow, you're just gonna have to get her to show the court her true self. All right, this is the one that we got added to the testimony, right? I didn't know either the victim or the defendant. Boom, boom, boom. I think your talking needs to be with the evidence. I agree. I agree. I didn't know either the victim or the defendant. Oh, we do have a separate thing right now. Valerie's younger sister, victim of the kidnap murder, fell from bridge, no body found. Interesting. Okay. Anything that could say that she didn't know either the victim or the defendant. The witness's photo. No. The bridge unchanged for 5 years. The victim's note. I don't think that this would have anything. Talk to Dahlia. Tell her this time the whole truth must come out. Wait a second. If this is... Hold on. This means... I can't remember if this is Valerie's note. Which means Valerie knew that Dahlia had faked her death. This gets really deep. I don't know what to think. A photo of the trunk of Falls' car. Melissa Foster took the photo. What is this? A $2 million gem used as ransom for Dahlia. Interesting. Naturally, I didn't know either the victim or the defendant. I was out of the country until the year before last. Until I entered college, I had never even been to Eagle Mountain before. And I certainly don't have any reason for wanting to hurt a police officer, holding a grudge, and killing the officer who testified against you 5 years ago. I guess I'm lucky I wasn't wearing a white scarf. Kidnapping a poor girl, I think he's a terrible, horrible monster. Hang on. I didn't know either the victim or the defendant. Ugh. College student witnessed and photographed the incident on Dusky Bridge. Dang, okay. Until I entered college, I had never even been to Eagle Mountain before. There's that other testimony you had added as well. That was this one. I guess I'm lucky I wasn't wearing a white scarf. I mean, this one's blue. So I guess she's just lucky she wasn't wearing a scarf at all. Wait a second. Was she in the courtroom when we brought up... Was she in the courtroom when we brought up the scarf? Like, does she know about it? I assume. If she was a witness, yeah, she probably knows about it. I guess I'm lucky I wasn't wearing a white scarf. Don't think so? That might be worth presenting then. Now that we've gotten through all the dialogue, I'm going to save. Don't want a repeat of last time where I swear I presented the right evidence, but maybe just not at the right time. Don't assume. You're right. You're right. You know what they say about people who assume. It makes an ass out of you and me. That's what my father used to say. Okay. I didn't know either the victim or the defendant. Okay. It's out of the country until the year before last. So 2 years ago. Naturally, I didn't know either the victim or the defendant. I mean, it's a lie, but we can't prove it yet. Until I entered college, I had never even been to Eagle Mountain before. And I certainly don't have any reason for wanting to hurt a police officer, holding a grudge and killing the officer who testified against you 5 years ago. I guess I'm lucky I wasn't wearing a white scarf. If she wasn't in the courtroom when we talked about the scarf, she might not know that. Also, the scarf wasn't white, which could just further go if she wore any scarf, she might have been in danger. So that could also bite us in the butt. But I feel like that makes sense, right? I guess I'm lucky I wasn't wearing a white scarf. What did she say before this? Hang on. A grudge. Crucial in getting the defendant sentenced to death. And that's precisely why I harbored such deep against her. So much anger that he forgot his own guilt. My client has always maintained that he's innocent. He seems rather forgetful. Not only did he forget about what he did, but he forgot about the poor policewoman as well. I guess I'm lucky. I'm going to present the blue scarf. Let's go! Witness, I want you to look at this photo you took. It's hard to see in the photo, but look at the scarf the victim wore as identification. You're talking about this scarf right here, eh? Yes, that's it. The scarf the policewoman was wearing. Uh-oh. I've got her now. Just don't mess up. But that's strange. In your testimony, you stated the following. I guess I'm lucky I wasn't wearing a white scarf. But the scarf that she would have saw is blue, so the only way she could have known the color of the scarf is if she saw Valerie's note. White. This is the scarf. I was wondering if this was ever going to come into play. I thought it was a weird little detail that they put in there. That's nice. This is the scarf you identified as belonging to the victim. But it certainly doesn't look white to me. Oh. Didn't she contradict herself when we asked her why she went to Eagle Mountain specifically? I think she did say she went there on a hike once. You might be right. Well, it was foggy that day, and it was raining as well. It's not surprising that she mistook it for white. Sorry, but not this time. The witness just confirmed that this was the victim's scarf. Yes, but what's the significance? It's true that the scarf doesn't look white, but there's only one explanation for this mix-up. Oh, Mia is so cool. The reason why the witness thought the scarf was white... Can I save here? Nope. I get one shot at it before we had to redo the dialogue. The reason why the witness thought the scarf was white is because she had the victim's note. She knew about it. Witness, have you ever seen this note? No. No, never. It's top secret evidence. There's no reason that you would have. She's so cool. I wonder about that. Has it ever been just a little weird detail? You're right. Everything usually does end up coming full circle. What do you mean? This note shows Mr. Fall's instructions to the victim regarding their meeting. It says, wear white scarf for identification. White scarf. Ugh! Ugh! Witness, you knew what this note said. And it's because you knew that you slipped up and mistakenly said white scarf. Oh, I can see where Phoenix gets the slamming of the desk from. Well, Miss Foster. No. Order! Mr. Edgeworth. I'm waiting for an explanation. I'm quite sure this note wasn't leaked to the public. And yet, this witness knew exactly what the note said. At the time of the murder, the number of people that knew were quite limited. Terry Falls is one. The person who wrote the note, Valerie Hawthorne, is another. And finally, one more person. Did you say one more? That's right. A person that no one would have suspected. Have you figured it out, kitten? I figured it out. Have you figured it out, Diego? Yup. The third person that knew the contents of the note was good old Melissa Foster. Hang on there, kitten. What is it, Armando? Here, I made some special cafe con leche for you. I put in plenty of sugar. Drink it up before it gets cold. Don't be shy. Why are you doing this? Your brain needs stimulation. Drink some of this and think it over again. What? Listen, keep messing up like that and you're going to get the judge mad. I messed up? Ms. Faye, sorry. Don't just stand there casually drinking. What? Huh? That was wrong? Oh, maybe it was Dahlia Hawthorne then. Huh. My bad. Really now? I guess I have to present Dahlia Hawthorne. I thought it was one of those where either one would work. La da 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 da. No 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 no. Da da da. All right, well we go again. I think I saved pretty close to where I needed. Not Melissa Foster, but maybe the person written in the note. Oh, duh. that would make sense. I guess we already knew that it was her, or that's what everyone thought we knew. I guess I'm lucky. Yeah. Come on, get on with it, Melissa. Can we get pest control on Melissa's butterflies? That's a good point. The reason why the witness thought the scarf was white is because she had the note. What did the butterflies ever do to you? Well, what happens when she gets mad? What if they turn into moths? Dude, I have really bad allergies whenever I cut my lawn. Oh my gosh, I'm sneezing like crazy when I cut my lawn lately. Alright, here. I'll save my game here. That way we don't have to redo all this. I do think... God, I hope I get the next one right. Moths are cool, though? Are they? Moths are alright. At least they don't bite. I'm afraid of the bugs that bite. Moths don't really bother me. Mosquitoes, on the other hand. The third person that knew the contents of the note Falls, Valerie, and then Dahlia. Okay, that makes sense. Is Dahlia Hawthorne. And that person is Dahlia Hawthorne. Dahlia Hawthorne. I've never heard that name before. Look at the victim's note. This is what it says. Talk to Dahlia. Tell her this time. There's her name right there. What's this? So who is this person, this Dahlia Hawthorne? Miss Fay must be desperate if she's trying to bring the dead back to life. The dead? Dahlia Hawthorne was the victim's deceased younger sister. She was killed in a crime 5 years ago. In a crime? You don't mean... Yes, she was kidnapped and killed by Terry Falls. You said she was killed, but was she really? What are you implying? Of course, people thought she had died 5 years ago when she fell off the Dusky Bridge and was lost in the Eagle River. However, her corpse was never found. Objection! She was declared legally dead 5 years ago. As far as the law is concerned, Dahlia Hawthorne is officially dead. But the fact remains that her body was never recovered. Dahlia Hawthorne was 14 years old 5 years ago. If she were still alive, she would be 19 now. Melissa Foster. I believe that's the same age you are. Objection! Even you couldn't... Miss Fay, you're not saying... But I am. That's precisely what I'm saying. This witness before us is the girl that was kidnapped and killed 5 years ago. This girl is in fact Miss Dahlia Hawthorne. What? Nice work. That was like tossing a grenade into a 3-alarm fire. But unless you can tie all the loose ends together, you're nothing but a hit-and-run arsonist. Wow, the court is going crazy. I mean, understandably so. If I can expose her true nature, I can turn this whole case on its head. Now's my chance to make Edgeworth squirm. Witness! Just who are you, anyway? I didn't think it'd come to this. That's enough. You don't have to say any more, witness. Yes, I understand. What? Mr. Edgeworth, explain yourself. Your Honor, I have an admission to make. I honestly never thought the defense would pursue the matter this far. You don't mean... Yes, the prosecutor's office isn't filled with fools, you know. Naturally, we conduct full background checks on all of our witnesses. Even the parrot? What did he say? Ha! Looks like the kid knew. He knew her true identity from the get-go. But then why, if you hadn't revealed her secret, he wasn't going to say anything about it? That old little pre-character development sneaky Edgeworth. All he wanted was her testimony, so he made a little trade. Let me introduce you to the victim's younger sister, Ms. Dahlia Hawthorne. What is going on? But I thought she died 5 years ago. We thought so as well. But, well, as you can see, why did she hide her identity for 5 years? That has nothing to do with the current case. She was merely an accidental witness to a crime. Accidental? I don't believe that for a minute. Accidental in her own sister's death? For the last 5 years, she's been playing the role of victim. And now we find her acting suspiciously at the scene of another murder. Really, Miss Fay, I must say your strategy here is painfully obvious. You're trying to pin your client's crime on an innocent witness in order to win. At any cost. How dare you? Please, let us take a moment to think. 5 years ago, this girl was kidnapped and nearly killed. But even worse than that, 5 years later, Dahlia Hawthorne lost something much more precious. Her big sister. Ms. Fay must be insane to even suggest that she murdered her. Objection, you can't come at my character like that. I'm inclined to agree with the prosecutor's logic. Objection denied. Miss Faye, do you have any evidence to back up your assertion? What possible reason would this witness have for killing her beloved sister? Well, I think I know, but just to be safe. Well, you see, I thought I was winning, but somehow he's turned it around on me. Ha! I think you need a little push in the right direction, kitten. The defense is prepared to present evidence supporting our claim. Diego? Objection entered in a big stinky boo-boo pants. Factual. That wasn't me. It was the crazy coffee addict guy. Objection. Oh, he's gonna egg us into it. I think we've heard enough empty threats from you, old man. Ha! What makes you think they're empty, boy? Old man? He's 27. As the prime of his youth. Old man. He doesn't look 27 here, I will say. Because you're Prodigy. It looks like she's sweating bullets. I am sweating bullets. You think you're in a tough spot, huh? Well, aren't I? No. You've just arrived at the moment of truth, that's all. Whether you win or lose, that's up to you. Up to me. Ah, the rashness of youth. How charming. The rashness of... Bro, what is bro yapping about? Old man, and now he's lecturing me on the rashness of youth at 20 years old. Okay, buddy. Okay, just wait a couple more years till a defense lawyer comes and knocks you down a peg. It's coming. This coming from someone younger than me. Now then, let's not waste any more time. Miss Faye, what motive would this witness have for murdering her own sister, Valerie Hawthorne? Well, you see, Your Honor, there's this diamond. What is this? Is this the defense's idea of a joke? If so, I certainly don't get the punchline. Well, Miss Faye? Oh, that was the rashness of youth. Something tells me I feels like I got this wrong. The rashness of youth. And what is your... Oh, it's because I did get it wrong. That's unfortunate. That's enough. Of course it is. Really? Not the diamond? That was the motive that I was going for. Huh. Hey, Caleb, welcome in. I didn't know a stream was today. Surprise. I didn't check the schedule if there was one. Hello, hello, hello. No worries. Welcome in. I thought that was right. Me too. Me too. All right, maybe we missed something. I thought I was winning, but he turned it around on me. I thought that was the motive. What else would the motive be? Objection! All right, let's see. What motive would this witness have for murdering her own sister, Valerie Hawthorne? If it's not this, what is it? Did I not present the right thing? What do the profiles say? Police officer and the victim. The key witness in the case against Falls 5 years ago. You know the answer? Okay, so maybe she wanted to take care of Valerie Hawthorne because Valerie knew. Valerie is a witness. She was a key witness in the case against Falls, but Valerie knew maybe that her sister had run off with the diamond? Maybe? Okay, what motive would this witness have for murdering her own sister? Well, it's not going to be the autopsy report, and it's not going to be the bridge map, obviously, because that's not a motive. A scarf isn't a motive. That's not a motive. I don't think any of the items of evidence work. The victim's note. Talk to Dahlia. Tell her this time the whole truth must come out. Maybe an attempt to silence her, perhaps? The crime photo wouldn't. And these wouldn't. This all we already know doesn't. The camera doesn't. And the profile seems like a stretch. I think it's the note. Particularly this part about the whole truth coming out. The story starts after Terry Falls escaped. Here we go. He called Valerie and told her he wanted to meet. This is the note she left. It says, talk to Dahlia. Tell her this time the whole truth must come out. Valerie Hawthorne gave Dahlia a warning. She told her she was going to reveal to the world the whole truth. The whole truth? Nothing but the truth? There is a dangerously important secret between Valerie and Dahlia. That's the reason Dahlia felt she had to kill Valerie. To keep her mouth shut permanently. I have not played the new Fortnite season yet, but I keep meaning to get around to it. A terrific story, Ms. Faye. If you like fiction, that is. Enlighten the court. What was this secret that was so important? Aha! Where's your evidence? Dahlia and Valerie Hawthorne, and Terry Falls. There's only one important secret that connects them all. I know this one. Your Honor, the defense would like to request further testimony. What testimony? Regarding the kidnapping 5 years ago. We believe it'll explain a lot of things, such as the nature of the important secret between the Hawthorne sisters. Oh! Very well. I'll grant your request for further testimony. I know it'll be painful for you, but can you enlighten us once more, my little maple leaf? I miss the old guy. I'll try, Mr. Judge. Putting on the old charm one more time, huh, Dahlia? But this will be the last time you hide behind your womanly wiles. Or are they gonna retcon the previous statement that Miles has a 100% win rate so we can get a satisfying ending? I don't know. I don't remember. They actually told us how this case ended, I believe, in the very first case of this game, and I can't remember what the result was. 5 years ago. 5 years ago, I was kidnapped by Mr. Falls. The ransom price was a raw diamond. My sister, Valerie, brought it to the bridge. So he kidnapped her for the diamond. Well, though this is a lie. After she made the exchange, she shot Mr. Falls in the arm. Boom. Meow. That's when Mr. Falls tried to kill me by shoving me off the bridge from behind. I survived, but I was afraid I might be kidnapped again for my family's money. So I decided to change my identity and start a new life. The kidnapping left her emotionally scarred. With her sister's help, she left the Hawthorne family and started all over again. And weird to believe after all that, she murdered her sister? Preposterous. Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. Miss Faye? Yes, Your Honor. As you've heard, the witness is still traumatized from the kidnapping. I'll ask you again to be extremely gentle in your cross-examination. Mr. Edgeworth got the jump on me again. If we're not allowed to fight, then let's twist some arms. Listen up. We've still got that info. That ace up our sleeve. What info? Come on, kitten. Don't say you've forgotten already. The fact that the kidnapping 5 years ago was staged. That's right, it was a fake kidnapping. Terry Falls told us in the lobby, and he, per himself, never lies. I do anything she says, anything Dahlia says. What you're saying is that the kidnapping 5 years ago, we all planned it. The fake kidnapping is your best shot, Mia. That's her secret. Oh, okay. 5 years ago, I was kidnapped by Mr. Falls. Did you and Mr. Falls have a relationship? Yes, as a tutor. You were tutoring him? Mr. Falls? No, of course not. He was tutoring you? That's even more ridiculous. Mr. Falls came to the house to tutor me. That makes sense. 5 years ago, she was only 14. He probably came up with the kidnapping plan during that time. The Hawthorns are in the jewelry trade and are quite wealthy, you see. Quite the clever fellow, that Mr. Falls. Did I hear him right? Did he just call Mr. Falls a clever fellow? The ransom price was a raw diamond. My sister Valerie brought it to the bridge. I heard the diamond is valued in the neighborhood of $2 million. $2 million! It was still uncut, so it was about the size of a pint of milk. A $2 million pint of milk. I don't know what to think about that. The defendant demanded that her sister, Valerie, make the exchange. Not as a detective, of course, but as an individual. By the way, I want to ask you, Mr. Edgeworth, why do you think he wanted to make the exchange up there on that mountain? If he ever got surrounded, it would be hard to escape. There's one thing a kidnapper wants to prevent, and that's police involvement. In a place like that, it would be easy to tell if he was being followed. With only one entrance to the mountain, he was ensuring his safety. What a wickedly clever man that Mr. Falls is. Wicked, yes. Clever? I don't know about all that. Yeah, right. It was all your plan. Anyway, Valerie brought the diamond to the mountain, and after she made the exchange, she shot Mr. Falls in the arm. That was a dangerous thing to do, considering you were being held hostage. Really good point. Yes, but actually, that saved my life. What do you mean? You see, Mr. Falls was holding a knife in his right hand. Okay, in his right hand. Somehow, I just knew he was going to use it. I knew he was going to use that knife to kill me. That's why my sister shot him. It was to save me. That's when Mr. Falls tried to kill me by shoving me off the bridge from behind. I'd like to hear more about what happened right at that moment. Well, when Mr. Falls was shot in the right arm, he let go of me. I was dazed. I turned to try and run away, but Mr. Falls turned to grab me as well. As I ran past, he and I locked eyes for a second, and he gave me a large, bloodthirsty grin. Bloodthirsty grin! Oh. And in the next instant... I advise the court to remember that the river is 18 feet deep and incredibly swift. I was a strong swimmer, but I was knocked out. When I came to, I had been carried away by the river to a strange place. I'll never forget that day. The crumbling bridge, nowhere to run. Then just one little shove from behind. That was it. Before my sister could catch me, I fell into the river. I survived, but I was afraid I might get kidnapped again for my family's money. And that's why you hid your identity? Yes, I only told my sister. Valerie Hawthorne, eh? She's the only one who knew about me. Meanwhile, legally, this witness has been deceased for 5 years. I didn't ever want something like that to happen to me again. So I decided to change my identity and start a new life. And that new identity was Melissa Foster, right? Yes, my sister helped me get the official paperwork taken care of. That makes sense. So why did you... Oh, it's so interesting. Without an insider's help, doing all of the paperwork would have been impossible. She was the only person left in the world I could count on. You think I killed her? There's no way I could. In the moment of truth, for this witness too. Once the truth about this staged kidnapping comes out, everyone in the court will know how much of a Jezebel she really is. I've just got to prove that kidnapping was a hoax. Okay, let's see. A $2 million gem used as ransom for Dahlia, lost to Eagle River 5 years ago. How can we prove that the kidnapping was a hoax? 5 years ago, I was kidnapped by Mr. Falls. The ransom price was a raw diamond. My sister Valerie brought it to the bridge. After she made the exchange, she shot Mr. Falls in the arm. That's when Mr. Falls tried to kill me by shoving me off the bridge from behind. Like, what's missing here, no one talks about what happened to the diamond. So it's saying here that Valerie gave him the diamond. So then the diamond should have been recovered, right? The diamond should have been recovered 5 years ago, because Valerie made the exchange and gave Falls the diamond. That's when Mr. Falls tried to kill me by shoving me off the bridge from behind. I survived, but I was afraid I might be kidnapped again. So I decided to change my identity and start a new life. Okay, how do we weave that in? I think that's the big one. Is going to be finding the right spot to present the diamond. Used as ransom for Dahlia, lost to Eagle River 5 years ago. Lost to Eagle River. After she made the exchange, the ransom price was a raw diamond. After she made the exchange, I'm going to try presenting it here. To me, it makes sense, right? After she made the exchange, she shot him in the arm. That's saying that she handed him the diamond, so he never fell into the river. If he had the diamond, it would have been recovered 5 years ago, but it's not. And they didn't like that. They did not like that. Ugh. Alright. I forgot I made a coffee. Oh, it's so cold. It's room temperature now. Okay. 5 years ago, I was kidnapped by Mr. Falls. The ransom price was a raw diamond. After she made the exchange, she shot Mr. Falls in the arm. That's when Mr. Falls tried to kill me by shoving me off the bridge from behind. Hang on. Hang on. So here they are. Oh, I guess he could have shoved her over the side. In my mind, I was thinking he could have shoved her through here. As I ran past, he and I locked eyes for a second, and he gave me a large, bloodthirsty grin. And in the next instant, okay, he did not shove her through the hole in the back of the bridge, but off the side. Then just one little shove from behind. That was it. Butterflies looking rabid. Can we get pest control soon? They're all over the place. It's not the weirdest thing that we've allowed in the courtroom. Oh, okay. So if that's not interesting, okay. If it's not the diamond there, where else would we present it? Before my sister could catch me, I fell into the river. I survived, but I was afraid I might be kidnapped again for my family's money, so I decided to change my identity and start a new life. 5 years ago, I was kidnapped by Mr. Falls. Maybe a profile? Maybe we're missing a profile. Escaped from custody. The key witness in the case against Falls 5 years ago. The ransom price was a raw diamond. My sister Valerie brought it to the bridge. After she made the exchange, she shot Mr. Falls in the arm. Is this true? That's when Mr. Falls tried to kill me by shoving me off the bridge from behind. I survived, but I was afraid I might be kidnapped again for my family's money, so I decided to change my identity, and start a new life. Once the truth about this staged kidnapping comes out, everyone in the court will know just what kind of Jezebel she is. I've got to prove that kidnapping was a hoax. How do we do that? I was kidnapped by Mr. Falls 5 years ago. Sentenced to death 5 years ago. Police officer and the victim of this case. Oh, this is Edgeworth's court debut. I didn't know that. This is his first gig. 5 years ago, I was kidnapped by him. And we need to prove that she wasn't really? Crazy, right? Yeah, crazy for how cocky he is. Oh yeah, I guess it is our first case too. "40 feet above Eagle River. The ransom price was a raw diamond. My sister brought it to the bridge. After she made the exchange, she shot Mr. Falls in the arm." So presenting the diamond here didn't do anything, even though I kind of thought it would, because it's saying that Falls was then in the possession of the diamond that we no longer know the whereabouts of. But maybe I should be presenting it here, because it's saying that Valerie had the diamond at the bridge. If that's the case, where diamond now? It's got to be this one then. No, I must be on the wrong track. I must be on the wrong track. That's when Mr. Falls tried to kill me, but okay, here we go. 5 years ago, I was kidnapped by Mr. Falls. I wish we had court records of that. What does this say? Talk to Dahlia, tell her this time. Oh, tell her this time the whole truth must come out. That's probably what they want, right? Your train of thought makes sense to me, but I don't think that's what the game wants at this current moment. No, I think you're right. But I do wonder if it's 5 years ago I was kidnapped by Mr. Falls. I think it makes sense to present this, because it's saying that Dahlia was in on something that nobody knows about. And the truth has to come out. Maybe it's this. Unfortunately, it is not that either. Could I present that anywhere else? After she made the exchange, she shot him in the arm. That's when Mr. Falls tried to kill me by shoving me off the bridge from behind. I survived, but I was afraid I might be kidnapped again for my family's money, so I decided to change my identity and start a new life. Interesting. So this wasn't part of it either then. Talk to Dahlia, tell her this time the whole truth must come out. I guess why would he shove her when he has a knife? That's a good point. He had a knife in his right hand. After she made the exchange, she shot Mr. Falls. That's when Mr. Falls tried to kill me by shoving me off the bridge from behind. What could I object to that, though? I mean, I guess I could maybe give this, and maybe it would work here. Shoving me off the bridge from behind. I wish that there was like, you know what, I always, if there's like a time stamp, I'm always like, oh, they want me to find the different time here. They don't give me that. They gave me a large bloodthirsty grin. A large bloodthirsty grin, and then pushes her into the river. The river is 18 feet deep and incredibly swift. The crumbling bridge and one little shove from behind. They're showing pictures like they really want me to find something here. She shot her. She tries to get away. He pushes her from behind. Did they say he pushed her over the side? Maybe we really are supposed to think it's through the hole. They didn't say that, but like through the animation, it kind of looks like that's what it was. I mean, I know that they don't see the animation in court. Then just one little shove from behind. That was it. Before my sister could catch me, I fell into the river. I survived. Shoved me off the bridge from behind. So maybe then, if that's the route that they want us to go, because this is a tidbit that we haven't touched too much on yet, is that if he shoved her from behind, she wouldn't have fallen through here. She would have fallen here and off the side. There we go. There we go. We'll take it. I'm glad we got there. Although I do think all of our other guesses were also correct. You say that Mr. Falls pushed you into the Eagle River. However, that's hard to believe. But it's true. I felt a push on my back. I'm certain of it. It was Mr. Falls. I'm Mia and I'm so cool. I'm sorry. I guess I wasn't clear enough. I shouldn't have said that's hard to believe. I should have said that's impossible. Impossible? I asked that the court recall the condition of Dusky Bridge now and 5 years ago. That bridge hasn't changed one bit in these last 5 years. If someone had pushed you from behind, as you have claimed, instead of being carried away by the river... Oh! You would have been smashed by the bedrock below. I see. And a most certain death. Do you understand now, Dahlia Hawthorne? The very notion that my client pushed you from behind is impossible. Objection! Your Honor, this event occurred 5 years ago. Why, for all we know, the water level in the river may have been higher back then. But it's 40 feet from the bridge to the river. A small change in the water level wouldn't have made a difference. Ooh. You're right. If the events occurred just as the witnesses testified, then the defendant couldn't have pushed the witness into the river. Young lady, what is the meaning of this? You see, Objection! Just a moment, Your Honor. Oh, he's stressing. It's true that the witness testified that the defendant pushed her into the river. However, she never stated that she fell from the back end of the bridge. My thoughts exactly, Miles. What do you mean? After being shot in the arm, it's plausible that Mr. Falls panicked. Therefore, he could have unwittingly pushed her off the side of the bridge. If that's true, she would have fallen into the river. Well, Miss Hawthorne, is Mr. Edgeworth's explanation correct? Now that you mention it, I do remember now. When I fell off the bridge, my skirt got caught on one of the bridge's side wires. You can't be serious. Actually, though. Order in the court. It seems Ms. Faye's assault has finally reached its conclusion. Not now, Mia. This is no time to retreat. Unfortunately for you, this is just the start of Ms. Faye's assault. What? I believe your reasoning went something like this, Mr. Edgeworth. After being shot in the arm, it's plausible that Mr. Falls panicked. Therefore, he could have unwittingly pushed her off the side of the bridge. However, once again, I'm forced to say that's impossible. Ridiculous. What's so impossible about it? Because your flawed logic contradicts the court record. It does. The court record. It does. It does. Does it contradict the... It does. Does it? Let's see. Look. Escaped from custody. Fell from bridge. No body found. Oh, you caught it. You're much better at this game than I am. Because your flawed logic contradicts the court record. Has the 5 yards ever come into play? I think so. I can't remember off the top of my head, though. Let's see. I I rewound my stream so I could read the dialogue again. Not now, Mia. There's no time to retreat. This is just the start of Mia phase assault. I believe your reasoning went something like this, Mr. Edgeworth. After being shot in the arm, it's plausible that Mr. Falls panicked. Therefore, he could have unwittingly pushed her off the side of the bridge. He could have unwittingly pushed her off the side of the bridge. Because your flawed logic contradicts the court record. Autopsy report. We don't even have a court record. Witness's photo. Victim's note. The whole... Maybe here. Maybe it's time for that piece. Not this. He could have unwittingly pushed her off the side. The information was also given to us earlier before the trial. Ah, it's a bit random, but I hope you'll piece it together. Oh, sometimes I yap and I don't do a lot of understanding. Okay. Your flawed logic contradicts the court record. Your flawed logic of him unwittingly pushing her off of the side of the bridge. Unwittingly pushing her off the side. Your flawed logic contradicts the court record. Sentenced to death 5 years ago. The key witness in the case against Falls 5 years ago. College student, witness and photograph Dusky Bridge. Fell from bridge. No body found. Shoot, I should have paid more attention to what they were saying. Bridge located 40 feet above Eagle River. He unwittingly shoved her. Taken by the witness. The bridge is unchanged for 5 years. And if it's unchanged for 5 years, I don't think that there's much getting through here. It doesn't really look like a bridge that you can fall through very easily. These look like pretty well constructed bars, no? I'm going for it. That's not bad. Your Honor, all the answers are right here in this photo. Let's go! Take a look at the wires supporting both sides of the bridge. They extend up to about 5 feet off the ground. It would be impossible to push someone off from there. Oh, there's the answer we were looking for. Objection! But let's remember the size and strength of the defendant. Wires like this wouldn't be a problem for him. He could have easily picked up a 14-year-old girl and thrown her over. So young and already so forgetful, Mr. Edgeworth. Throw it back in his face. Mr. Falls had been shot in the right arm. And more importantly, Valerie Hawthorne had her gun trained on him at point-blank range. So, Mr. Falls throwing the witness off the bridge? Clearly impossible. Dang juicy. Order! What is the meaning of this? Dahlia Hawthorne, you jumped into the Eagle River intentionally. What? What is this? Objection! Indeed. What do you mean by such a ridiculous remark? Yes, it is ridiculous. My sister was there to help me. She had her gun and handcuffs. She could have saved me. Jumping into a raging river like that would have been suicide. Perhaps, but still, that's exactly what you did. You were probably confident that you could handle the swift current, but even more so, the witness had much more compelling reason for jumping into the river. Oh, now's the time, I think, for the diamond. Oh, then what is it? What was so important that you'd want to jump into the river? The witness is still alive. This fact alone explains everything. This is why she risked her life by jumping into the rapids of the Eagle River. all to keep this precious diamond for herself. 5 years ago, something else disappeared along with Dahlia that day. The item that Valerie brought up the mountain with her. The $2 million diamond. No, it can't be. Yes, Dahlia had it all planned from the beginning. The $2 million, she was going to keep it all for herself. She forced Mr. Falls to help her fake the kidnapping. At the last minute, she betrayed him and threw herself into the river, with the ransom tucked away safely in her backpack. Oh? Why, that's simply ridiculous! Order! Order! Your Honor, 5 years ago, the witness was only 14 years old. Do you really think a 14-year-old is capable of such a demonic plan? This woman is a demon, and there was one more person who helped make a demon out of her. Her sister, Valerie Hawthorne. You mean the victim was involved in the kidnapping plot as well? You know, his face. This face, he kind of looks like happily clueless. Like, I know he's not actually happy, but he just kind of looks happy to be there. He's like, I'm sitting in the big boss chair, and I'm leading this trial. Look at me go. I'm doing such a great job. He looks happy to be there. Exactly. That's what I'm saying, Citrus. He just looks happy to be there. He's just happy to be involved. But she was a detective then. You're saying she participated in her sister's kidnapping. Precisely. I'm sure that it weighed heavily on her conscience for the past 5 years. This is the sole reason behind the victim's murder. What do you mean by that? On the day of the murder, after receiving the phone call from Mr. Falls, Valerie called her sister, Dahlia, and then she told her what she was planning to do. Planning to do? She was going to tell the whole truth, as she wrote in her note. That is what sealed Valerie Hawthorne's fate. That is when you hatched your demonic plan to kill 2 birds with 1 stone. A plan that would ensure neither of your accomplices to the kidnapping would talk. And that is why you killed your sister, Valerie Hawthorne. His face, bro, is so unserious. Who is that laughing at a time like this? Oh? Forgive me. It's just hilarious. I'm interested in the switch up here because when we played the first case, she was back to being the bubbly, lively girl. Witness, is that you? You amuse me, woman. Ms. Mia Fey. You can certainly weave an exciting tale. Naturally, you have the evidence to back it up, don't you? Evidence? Evidence that I planned the kidnapping, of course. That at 14, I plotted it with Mr. Falls and my sister. Well, And one more thing. What happened to the $2 million diamond? If you can't provide evidence to at least show that... Well, Miss Fey, why are you letting... Well, hold on, Your Honor. Why are you letting the witness run the trial? Don't look at me. I don't know. What a joke. You, Ms. Fey. Are you stupid or something? How can I prove a fake kidnapping that happened 5 years ago? I don't even have decisive proof of Valerie Hawthorne's murder. Well, it seems that we've come to the end. To be honest, the witness's behavior does raise certain suspicions. However, I am forced to reject the assertions made by the defense. Of course you are. So that's it? Is it really over? That girl's made a fool of me, and there's nothing I can do about it. Ha! Without evidence, the trial's over? Who decided that? Who decided that? Mr. Armando? Come on now, kitten. Haven't you figured out that you can make your own rules? For example, even if there's no evidence, there's still testimony. Testimony? On the day in question, Dahlia Hawthorne murdered her sister, Valerie Hawthorne. She hid her body in the trunk of Mr. Fall's stolen car and then went to meet with him, disguised as her sister. That's what you think, right? Yes, that's right. In that case, there's only one answer, right? There's only one person left who can testify about Valerie Hawthorne's murder. Since there's no proof, there's only one thing left to do. Who's the one person who can testify to that demon woman's crimes? Is it Falls? It's gotta be Falls, right? Your Honor, the defense wishes to call a new witness. A new witness? This guy's probably one of the most useful assistants partners in a case. I agree. Have you picked up on him yet, Citrus? We would like to hear the testimony of Terry Falls. The defendant? There's only one person that can shed any further light on the situation. Only one person that knows what Dahlia's role in the kidnapping was. Demon woman is a bit overkill for a 14-year-old girl. I am inclined to agree. However, her later actions to our boy Feeney make it, well, I can't remember what the motive behind that case was, though. I can't remember. Only one person that knows what Dahlia's role is in the kidnapping. Only one person that can say whether the person in the photo is Valerie Hawthorne, or whether it was in fact her younger sister Dahlia disguised as her. There's only one person who can solve this riddle once and for all, and that person is Terry Falls. Well, Mr. Edgeworth, what's your take on this? Why not? The prosecution has no objection. Very well. Bailiff, bring the defendant to the witness stand. You may remember soon? Okay, good. This is my last chance, Mr. Falls. My last chance to establish Dahlia's guilt. You're all I have left. Defendant, you've heard everything that's been said up to this point, yes? I don't believe it. No way. Dahlia died 5 years ago. Valerie betrayed me. Mr. Falls, I don't know what she said to you 5 years ago, but one thing is clear. Dahlia is very much alive, and you were used for $2 million. That's not true. Mr. Falls, there's only one question I want the answer to. 2 days ago on Dusty Bridge, who did you meet? Was it Valerie Hawthorne, or was it Dahlia Hawthorne? Dahlia, did you betray me? 5 years ago, she promised never ever betray each other. Terry. Dahlia! It's true. You are alive. You don't trust me anymore. That makes me sad. Tell the truth, the real truth. I shouldn't need to say it. You should already know. But there is one thing that I will say. My life is in your hands right now, Terry. Oh, no. I will allow Mr. Falls to testify once and only once. Well then, Mr. Falls, yours will be the final testimony in this trial. Witness! I'm sorry. I apologize. Oh, water. Please, water. Can't talk. Need water. Ha. Oh well, I guess it'll have to be my coffee instead. At least it'll match the way he's probably feeling right now. Darker and bitterer than hell itself. Uh-oh, I have a feeling Terry isn't gonna be honest with us here. That day, 4 p.m., I stopped the car. I was in front of Bridge. She wasn't there, so I waited on Bridge. I watched my car from Bridge. I never put nobody in that car. Finally, one woman came. She stood in front of me. We talked, then she left. That was Valerie, not Dahlia. You! Terry! Mr. Falls, you're covering for her. Do you think she would do the same for you? That's enough, Miss Faye. His last statement was a fitting way to end the final testimony of the trial. Well then, Miss Faye, please proceed with your cross-examination. Is this how you wanted to end, Mr. Falls? Oh my gosh, when Phoenix got up there and was also protecting Dahlia, Mia must have been ripping her hair out with deja vu. Another guilty verdict to go along with your death sentence? There's only one person who can stop it. You, kitten. I think. Who Terry Falls saw. That day, 4 p.m., I stopped the car in front of the bridge. According to the note, the meeting was supposed to take place at 4:30. You certainly arrived early, didn't you? It was raining. Already dark, too. You waited on the bridge for 30 minutes? Mr. Falls, Eagle Mountain. That spot. Strong, strong memories. Why did he just clam up? Could it be he's hiding something here? I feel like he's hiding quite a bit. So he's hiding something here. She wasn't there, so I waited on bridge. You were quite early, so you waited on the bridge, yeah? I like waiting. I'm used to it. I hate waiting. It's why I don't like amusement parks. Oh, I can't stand waiting in line. I hate waiting in line. It drives me crazy. Amusement parks are like my worst nightmare. The coasters are fun, but oh my god, sometimes it takes like an hour or an hour and a half, sometimes even 2 hours to get on one. And the ride's over in like a minute 30. Oh, amusement park. It's hot outside. I don't like amusement parks. Sorry, that was a tangent. I'm sure he is. Zebra Boy waited 5 years to ask a single question. To find out why a woman betrayed him. To him, 30 minutes must have been a blink of the eye. Why did she betray him? I watched my car from bridge. I never put no body in that car. You were watching the car? That bridge. Other side is broken. Nobody can come from there. So I was watching car. Wait a second. That can't be. If he was waiting on the bridge, then wouldn't he be on... Because the angle was taken... From this angle is where the camera was taken. So if he was waiting on the bridge and that photo's accurate, then Dahlia or Valerie would have had to have walked around him on the bridge. That doesn't track. The positioning's off. I suppose that's the obvious thing to do, but something's bothering me. I'm getting that feeling. A contradiction? I wonder what's on the other side of the broken bridge anyway. No one lives there. There's a small shrine up on the mountain, but that's it. Anyway, nobody came, no car, nothing. Finally, one woman came and she stood in front of me. Mr. Falls, think carefully now. Are you certain that it was Valerie Hawthorne? I never lie. It's the truth. I don't believe you. It was Valerie. I remembered her face. Wait a minute. If you had remembered her face, then why did you make her wear a scarf as identification? Think we're in the final stretch now? Oh, heck yeah. I've liked this case. I know it's only like a prequel to the actual case, but it's been fun. Sorry, I told a little lie. But the woman I met, she was different from woman standing here now. She was different. Valerie. We talked, then she left. What did you talk to her about anyway? Mr. Falls, Valerie told the truth about the kidnapping 5 years ago. She said someone needed to take the blame for it. That was all I could think to do. She said that. That's why she lied. Got me the death penalty. And were you satisfied with that answer, witness? Dahlia died. It was my fault. But I don't really remember. Maybe I did push her in. Oh my. This case is lost. It don't matter no more. Either way, my Dahlia dead. But you just saw that she isn't dead. This guy's clearly not all there. After Valerie talked to me on bridge, nothing left to live for. That was Valerie, not Dahlia. How can you be so sure? It was raining at the time, and sunset that day was 5 o'clock. It would have already been pretty dark on that mountain at 4:30. Please, Mr. Falls, this is your last chance. You've already taken the fall for something you didn't do. That woman, it wasn't Dahlia. Stop right there. What more needs to be said? Even if it means the death penalty, even if it means taking the blame for murder, you'll still do whatever is necessary to protect her, won't you, Mr. Falls? I know it's obvious, but he's clearly lying. He's been cursed by Dahlia Hawthorne. He'll probably go to his grave still believing in her. Mr. Falls, even if you can show he's lying, the poor guy will still be cursed. You'll still have to point out the contradiction anyway. That's the curse of being a good defense lawyer, I guess. Okay, here we go. That day, 4 p.m., I stopped the car. I was in front of the bridge. She wasn't there, so I waited on the bridge. I watched my car from the bridge. I never put no body in the car. One woman came. Okay, so we have to find out. I think that this dude is bottom 5 witnesses of all time. Agreed. I think that I'm onto something here. He can't be waiting on the bridge and then also have this photo, not this photo, this photo be accurate. That can't be how it is. Now, he could have met her before and then they walked out to the bridge, maybe for dramatic effect. But she wasn't there, so I waited. I just don't know if this is the right spot to present it at. Or if I should be presenting it at somewhere else. I watched my car from the bridge. I never put no body in it. Finally, one woman came. We talked. I'm going to present it here. She wasn't there, so I waited on bridge. Witnesses photo. Okay, this one. There's so many photos. I don't want to present the wrong one. Nice. So when you got to the bridge, no one had arrived, huh? And so you waited on the bridge. You're sure of that? Yeah, I'm sure. You're sure, huh? Well, then I'm sure too, Mr. Falls. I'm sure that you're lying. Huh? Oh, he's crying. Oh, no. I would love to hear your rationale on this, Ms. Faye. You want to know who arrived at the bridge first? Just look at this photo. It's perfectly clear. Obviously, the person that came first would be the one at the end of the bridge, right? But that's the victim at the end of the bridge. Thanks for pointing that out, Miles. You're right. Or it's not the victim. Precisely my point. In other words, Mr. Falls, you must have arrived at the bridge after she did. Oh, he's about to crash out. Mr. Falls, please don't get so worked up. We just want the truth. I got there around 4 o'clock. It's true. I had somewhere to go. A special place. Did you go to this special place before you went to the bridge? Yeah. It's an old temple about 15 minutes from the bridge. 5 years ago, me and Dahlia, we promised each other. We swore we wouldn't betray each other. She brought a memento to represent our love. A memento. 5 years ago, I hid it under base of tree. It's a special memory for me. This is it. This is what I went to get. This little bottle on a necklace is your memento. It's quite charming, but it looks empty. Your Honor, you heard what my client said. He arrived at the scene at 4 o'clock. But he then left his car unattended and walked away. He was gone for approximately 30 minutes. Oh! With that much time, Dahlia Hawthorne could have easily hidden the body in the trunk of his car. Indeed, there certainly was enough time for it. I do remember the bottle. I do remember the bottle. I remember it. There was a little bit of poison in there, right? If I remember right. Because she gave Phoenix the same one. Mr. Falls, there's no mistaking it. Oh! Oh! That's enough. Please. No way. I promised her 5 years ago. If it ever happens that we can't trust each other no more, then we're supposed to drink bottle. Oh! Stop the trial. Your Honor, we need a recess. I was stupid. Couldn't keep promise. So I did it. I drank this. Oh, we're so close. Just a little more. I was gonna prove your innocence. No, don't want that. Don't trust self. Maybe kill again. Kill sweet Dahlia again. Mr. Falls. Mr. Armando. Armando? Thanks for the coffee. Oh my God. And so my first trial ended, suddenly and tragically. It ended with no winners, only losers. Well, there might have been one winner. I ended up with a wound that cut so deep into my soul I thought it'd never heal. I'm sure it was the same for the young prosecutor as well. But one person, the true criminal, Dahlia Hawthorne, she left the courtroom with a secret smile on her demonically sweet face. That is unbelievable. So we know Dahlia gave him the poison, so like she just committed murder right there. I don't think we can prove it. I don't think we have any proof though. Like what can we do? Unforgivable. That witch. Mr. Armando, we were so close to the truth. It was right there in front of us. You were just a little too soft, kitten. It's my fault. It's my fault that Mr. Falls killed himself. Don't cry, kitten. You're gonna make my coffee taste all salty. I knew it. I knew I wasn't cut out for this. Mia. Don't you get it? You can't cry yet. The only time a lawyer can cry is when it's all over. Mr. Armando. how tough the case, no matter how bitter the memories, they always fade over time. Then you file them away and eventually forget them. One year later, in this very same courthouse, I myself got wrapped up in that case. Dude. Only after that did Dahlia Hawthorne get put on trial for her crimes. The verdict that was ultimately handed down to her was guilty, of course. Naturally, when the verdict was read, she had a perfect, angelic smile on her face. It was finally all over. At least that's what I thought at the time. Unfortunately, I couldn't have been more wrong. It's been 5 years, but now something has happened that's made me remember all this. Episode 4, Turnabout Beginnings, the end. Oh, so that was its own episode. I see. It was long enough to be its own, even if there was no investigation scenes. That was a good one. That was a good one. I love when you get to play as like side characters in games. When I was a kid, I always liked playing as Luigi. When you can play Mario as Luigi. Okay, we're not gonna get too far into it, but I do just want to see. I want a little sneak preview. Bridge to Turnabout is my favorite, but dang, I love that last one. Okay, so this one is your favorite case. Okay, I got you. I kind of just want to see. I want to see the little snippet. The little snippet they're gonna give me. Oh, right. Yeah, save. Here we go. It's a doozy. Oh boy. Okay, we've seen that statue before. Shichishito, the treasured Karain village heirloom whose name means 7-branched sword. It is said that this sacred sword represents life itself. Though the branches may appear to be infinite, the choices limitless. Like our destinies, the sword comes to but one end. One merciless point. And when the silver cord, the fragile thread that binds us to this world, is severed, huh? The illusion is revealed, and the implacability of fate is finally laid bare. Huh? Oh, dude, I want to play. I want to play. But I can't. Oh, okay. Dude. I'm looking at my schedule for next week. We're running a back-to-back next week. I do have to end stream here, unfortunately, but we are running a back-to-back next week. I'm so stoked. That was such a dope little preview. It didn't give us a ton, but it was really cool. And I want to know what it means. Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm surprised. I've been playing this game for a year and have avoided pretty much every major spoiler. I'm kind of impressed. No, I'm not going to change the schedule. I really liked Silent Hill. I want to play Silent Hill 2. I really liked Silent Hill. But I think we will run a back-to-back next week. This is the end of the first trilogy, like the finale. Ooh. Dude, that's so cool. It's so cool. I gotta decide. I think I'll go into investigations after. Maybe. I think that's what came like release order, right? Was the first trilogy Investigations, Apollo Justice, and then the Great Ace Attorney. Yeah, the first. Yeah, I think I'll play Investigations. It's on Steam, right? As long as Investigations is on Steam. You think you know the ending to this case? Oh, shoot. Okay, cool. Yeah, if it's on Steam, I'll play it. Is there a bundle? Let me see if there's a bundle. I should start looking. I gotta say, I think I paid like $30 for this Ace Attorney Trilogy bundle. That has got to be the most bang for my buck out of $30 I've ever spent. 116 hours of playtime. Now, I will say a lot of that is just leaving it open on my desktop prior to stream so that I'm ready to go. So it's not actually that long, but still. Guys, did you see the Steam Machine came out? Or at least the pricing came out? That is one expensive piece of metal, plastic, whatever it is. Dude, it's like $1,000. Ace Attorney Investigations Collection. $39.99. What a bargain. How many games you get? Miles Edgeworth's dramatic turnabouts take center stage. Experience. Oh, 2 games. Both Ace Attorney investigation games in one gorgeous collection. I'm down. I'm down to play as Edgy. With HD graphics. HD. It's funny because we had fandom names for a bunch of the Ace Attorney investigation characters for like a decade before it got an official translation. Oh, because I vaguely remember reading it or reading something on like people had fan translated the game and you could like buy the game in Japanese and then patch it. That's interesting. Like for the puns on their names. That's funny. That's funny. I feel like it's so popular now that I don't know when the last game they released was. I think it was the last Great Ace Attorney game, right? And I don't know exactly what year. But I got to imagine at this point there's not much delay anymore in the translation of it like there would have been in the past, since it's just so much more accessible now. That's what I'm hoping for anyway. Oh, it got released. The bundle got released last year, huh? Or just in time then. Heck yeah. Love that. Eustace, a very controversial renaming in the. So now do people go by the official names? Or do I have to learn the fan names? I can't learn all the fan names. I have trouble keeping track of everybody's regular names. I'm calling them by their real names. I can't keep track of 2 separate ones. All right, that's going to do it. That's going to do it. Let's see. I will see y'all for Silent Hill tomorrow. Depends on the person. You'll learn the official names, though. Okay, cool. Cool. I'll probably use the official names. But depending on how long this case is, and since it's the last case of the game, I anticipate it being pretty long. We might take a little bit till we're there. But that's going to do it for this one. I'll see you on Silent Hill tomorrow if I see you. And then I will see you the following week for more Ace Attorney and more whatever else I want to stream. But thanks for stopping by. This was a fun case. I hope you guys enjoyed watching it as much as I enjoyed playing it. So whether you're just waking up in the morning, settling in on your lunch break, or hanging out after dinner, thanks for stopping by and having a cup of coffee with me. And I will see ya in the next stream. See ya!